At this time, I ask that everyone please rise for the singing of the national anthem by the Belvidere North High School Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Good morning. My name is Jim Friesma. I'm the principal of a school who has some extremely talented students who achieve great things, and I'm excited to be able to celebrate the class of 2024 with you today. Before I get too far into our program, I would like to recognize some guests we have here with us today. First, I'd like to give a shout out to the families and all their support that they have shown to get our students to this point. You've been a great partner in your child's education at Belvidere North, whether it's the endless rides of practices or trying to help them with chemistry or algebra 2. They would not be here without your love and support. Thank you, parents and families, for being here today. Next, I would like to recognize the school board members who are here with us today and thank them for their devotion to our school district. Please give a wave when I call your name. Mrs. Brenner. Mr. Herrera. Mrs. Hauk. Mrs. Mayville. And Mr. Zickert. Unfortunately, Mr. Bucher and Mrs. Wickham could not be with us today, but they send our best to our graduates. And also, unfortunately, our superintendent, Dr. Shuck, cannot be here with us today. So helping us out today will be our assistant superintendent, Dr. Dave Carson. Thank you for being here today. And then finally, I'd like to thank the teachers and staff of District 100 for all of your hard work and commitment to our students. Yesterday, we had our graduation walk through the elementary and middle school, and finally at the high school, and it was just amazing to see how proud the staff was of our students. Many of them you haven't seen in 10 years, but they still knew who you were, and they still cared about you, and you still gave them a hug, and the love and emotion, it was moving. And I will say this class in particular, class of 2024, you've had our staff wrapped around your finger and you didn't know about it. And I realized it on Wednesday when you guys weren't here, and so many of them were so upset because they missed you. And all week I've seen Mrs. Boatman, and she just puts her hand up and says, nope, not today. And she walks away and I see her wiping the tears away because you truly mean so much to them. And their devotion and their commitment to you has been awesome. So teachers and staff of District 100, please stand to be recognized, and thank you for everything you've done for our students. At this time, I would like to welcome honors graduate Rhea Amin to the stage for our opening remarks. Rhea has been the president of Student Council. She was a senior captain for varsity sideline cheer and public relations officer for National Honor Society. Next year, she plans to attend Rock Valley College and pursue a degree in nutrition.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, distinguished guests, proud parents, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2024. Welcome to the Belvidere North Commencement Ceremony. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you as we gather to celebrate not just the past 4 years of hard work and dedication, but also the new beginning of journeys and opportunities that lie ahead. I want to thank every teacher, admin, board member, friend, and most importantly, my parents and sisters who have supported me. I wouldn't be the person I am today without each one of you. As I stand here today, I look around and think about all that we have accomplished. Each of you has made an impact on this school, whether in a sport, club, theater production, in and out of the classroom, or in any school-related event. As a class, we have earned many conference, sectional, and state titles. We've broken school and district-wide records, but most importantly, we have created a long-lasting legacy at Belvidere North High School. None of this would be accomplished without having special teams, special plays, and special players. I want to take a second to reminisce on the past 4 years. Here are some memories that most won't forget. Supporting our football team on Friday nights, attending games in the gymnasium, packing the McDonald's after a great win against rivals, participating in musicals, plays, and concerts, dressing up for Spirit Days, and to add one last momentous memory, walking across this stage today. Each of these bittersweet memories we have made at this school, on this field, and within the walls of North, we shall never forget. J. Cole once said, "Nothing lasts forever, but at least we got these memories." As we reflect on our high school years, we are reminded of the exciting moments we have shared at North. From the day we first stepped into the building, fun school events, to studying last minute for the government test. They have each shaped us into who we are today. We have all grown together and formed bonds that may last a lifetime. Each one of us has had our own ups and downs, but in the end, we have persevered through. When you step out of the gates of Milt Brown Stadium after the ceremony, hold on to the memories you have made here as a reminder of your strength, resilience, and friendship that have enriched your life. I want to remind you of a quote that I hold near and dear to my heart. Everything happens for a reason. There is a purpose for everything that comes your way, even if the purpose is not immediately obvious. As you navigate through this next chapter of your life, this quote can be a source of inspiration and motivation, reminding you that your journey is meaningful and that every step you take, whether it is forward or backward, it's moving you a little bit closer to your final destination. To the class of 2024, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors and whatever journey you plan to embark on. Now let's roll into the ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Rhea. Now I'd like to take a moment to recognize the different groups of class of 2024 as we reflect on their high school experiences and acknowledge them for their achievements. First, I'd like to recognize the students who have achieved great academic success. With the 45 students graduating with honors distinction, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. With the 63 students graduating with high honors distinction, please stand and be recognized. With the 14 students graduating with a 4.0 GPA and highest honors, please stand and be recognized. Will the students who are graduating with the state commendation towards CO by literacy, please stand and be recognized. And then next, will any student who earned college credit through AP classes, dual credit, or was enrolled in the Running Start program, please stand and be recognized. At Belvidere North, we have students who achieve greatness outside of the classroom as well. Will the students who are in a fine arts production please stand and be recognized? Will any student who is in a club or extracurricular activity please stand? And then next, will any student who is in Blue Thunder Athletics program please stand and be recognized? Next, I would like to recognize unique obstacles our students have encountered, and this class in particular came in with them. So if you overcame remote learning, hybrid learning, and countless quarantines to achieve the graduation diploma today, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Class of 2024, you had to recreate our school culture, and I'm proud of the respect and empathy that you've shown each other. A great example of this is how you've embraced our best buddies, whether it's at lunch, snow tubing, basketball games, or at prom when they were killing on the dance floor with you. You've set the foundation for what it means to take care of each other, and I'm grateful for the culture you've created in our school. Your successes have been admirable, as you have put on multiple plays, including an awesome musical, The Lightning Thief. You've come together, competed at a high level, and won conference championships in volleyball, cheer, boys golf, and boys track. You're regional champions in Science Olympiad, boys basketball, boys soccer. You earned a Division I rating in band. You made it to the quarterfinals in football, super sectionals in volleyball. You finished top 3 in the state in debate, co-ed cheer, as well as the DECA state championship. And you're not done yet. Just yesterday, girls soccer won the regional. They're going to continue on next week. Let's see what they can make happen. These are some of the many accomplishments that you've had. You're a class I'll never forget, and I'm very proud of you. And as always, roll Thunder. As you can see, you've all had different experiences throughout your high school career, and you'll surely have different paths going forward. One final group I'd like to recognize are the students who've made the commitment to enlist in the United States Armed Forces. Please stand and be recognized, and thank you to your commitment for our country. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the stage High Honors graduate Danielle Sanchez to deliver the senior class address. Danielle has been the vice president for National Honor Society. She was captain of the snow sculpting team and has won too many art shows to count. Next year, she's going to University of Illinois to major in biology.
1,348 days ago, we became freshmen at Belvidere North. At a time that was far from normal, taking our classes through our Chromebook screens and muting the tab to fall back asleep, we survived alone. But we survived alone together. I don't know the depths of your situation, fighting physical and mental illness, heartbreak, bullying, and loss, but what I do know is how isolating it can feel when the entire world seems against you. But as much as your mind will scream that you're alone, there are always people in your corner. For years, I internalized the decisions, words, and actions of those around me and allowed myself to become completely convinced that I was on my own. But even at my all-time low, it was a girl who I believed hated my guts the most who made a phone call to save my life. So as alone as you may feel, others always believe in you. Believe that people believe in you. One of the most fundamentally life-changing things was the conscious choice to surround myself with community, people who made it easier to believe in myself. There is no wrong way to experience humanity. Join clubs, talk to your coworkers, and smile at strangers on the street. No matter the form it takes, there's a community of people who are behind you. Maybe it's your mom, who gives you the strongest, warmest hug at the end of a long day, or your best friend, who is infinitely more creative, intelligent, and beautiful than they know. So allow yourself to learn everything from everyone, to look for love and passion and hope, because you will find it everywhere. It can feel crushing to look back at years of your life as wasted time, to mourn who you could have been or what you should have done. But I am confident that every single one of you did your best with what you were given. You did not waste anything. We all learned something. For some of us, that was how to do rhetorical analysis or balance chemical equations. For some of us, that was how to create art or to perform. And for others, it was how to weld or how to change oil on a car. But for some of us, the biggest lesson was how to survive. How to drag ourselves out of bed and into this building despite the heaviness in our limbs and the ache in our hearts. How to face adversity head on and how to get through the moments where the world felt suffocating. Maybe your success is not an A in your geometry class, but sacrificing that grade for a therapy session where you learn to process your grief. Maybe it was more important to you to support your friends and family through your hardship instead of getting that 4.0 GPA. Or maybe you just dreaded the idea of coming to this building another day, but you did it anyway. No cord or medallion can ever come close to telling your story. Your diploma won't contain a subscript describing the adversity you've overcome or how you've grown, so allow yourself to learn everything from everyone. Allow yourself to experience grief and wonder and allow yourself to continue to live. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for being willing to share that. Those are some very real feelings, and I appreciate that. Please direct your attention to the Belvidere North High School High School Choir, led by vocal music director Dr. Philip Vermillion, as they perform "Together We Are One."
We are sharing our lives. We made it through the good and bad times, and still we stand.
It is now my pleasure to welcome to the stage highest honors graduate, Brooke Botcher, for senior dress. Brooke has been involved in cross-country, basketball team captain, and graduated yesterday with her associate's degree through Running Start. Next year, she'll be playing basketball at University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point and double majoring in PE and business management. Brooke. Might have to keep your hands down on it.
All right. Thank you for the introduction, Mr. Friesma. It is an honor to stand in front of you all today. Before I dive into what I have to say to you today, I want to thank a few people myself. I want to thank my parents for being my ultimate support and pushing me every step of the way. I want to thank my brother. Even though we're total opposites, there's nobody I'd rather share this moment with. I also want to thank all the teachers who have been an important part of my education, especially to Mrs. Schultz and Mrs. Rosado. You two were an essential part to my success and motivation to be a better student every day. Classmates, graduation day has finally arrived. Some of us have been waiting for this moment, others wishing the time would slow down just a bit. Though it may feel like the biggest moment of your life right now, it'll only be a small portion compared to the rest of the things we will accomplish in life. Moments. We have plenty of moments, some good, maybe a lot of bad. As we head into more of the real world, I want to remind us of what we always need to do. Embrace the present moment. Every moment is different from the last and the next. Do not worry about tomorrow, for today will bring its own troubles. When we look too far ahead to the future or regret the past, we miss the time to live in the moment, to be grateful for what we have today. When we were little, everything was easy to enjoy in the moment, like recess outside with your friends, class field trips, or staying in on a rainy day. But as we've grown older, it has become more difficult to embrace the present moments. Hours spent scrolling on Snapchat and TikTok when we could have just spent 10 minutes making time and moments with our family or our friends. Our schedules have become as packed as a suitcase for vacation. Why is there even a 50-pound limit on suitcases anyway? 40 pounds if you fly Spirit. Thanks to my dad, I know that one. Packed schedules filled with school, sports, work, and maybe even providing for the family. It's hard to embrace the present moment. Or when we're stressing about which college to attend all year, and I mean all year. Those of you who already knew in August, man, were you lucky. We've been so fixated on the future, we've forgotten to appreciate what's in front of us. We worry too much, like spending too much time figuring out who was going to fill up our table at prom, or what we were going to wear to school to look our best. When we should just be thankful for the moments, thankful we get to get an education every day, and thankful that we get to have a prom. As we are about to turn the page to the next chapter, let's make a promise to ourselves to embrace the present moment, because life's too short to be worrying about what's coming next. The only thing that matters is the here and the now. Enjoy this right here and right now. So here's to making many more memories, to living life to the fullest, and making the most out of every opportunity we are given. Congratulations, class of 2024. Embrace this moment. Thank you.
It's almost time to start handing out some diplomas here. So it's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Dave Carson, Assistant Superintendent, District 100, for certification of graduates.
To the District 100 community and Board of Education, as the Assistant Superintendent of the Belvidere Community Unit School District 100, I certify that the Belvidere North High School graduating class of 2024 has met all graduation requirements deemed appropriate by the Board of Education in the state of Illinois and has therefore earned their high school diplomas.
In a moment here, we're going to award the diplomas. Before doing so, though, I'd like to have a moment of silence of a classmate whose family is here with us today, even though she is not, Angelina Bruscato. Please pause for a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, please welcome Dr. Vermillion, Mr. Avila, and Mr. Zimmerman for the awarding of the diplomas. Students, you can get in your lines.
Joseph Arvig. Sophia Joyce Abenanti. Elizabeth Lennon Abbott. Teague Abbott. Tristan Abbott. Jonathan Cade Algren. Newer Holiday.
Ciclali Alcalá Ramirez. Aiden Alexander.
Jackson Ray Alonzo.
Giovanni Alvarez.
Ria Amin. Stella Amling. Jack Chester Anderson. Taylor Marie Anderson. Emma Andrist. Ava Kelly Armstrong. Katie Michelle Aska.
Agustin Avila. Anthony Avila. Melanie Avila. Abitia Hernandez Sergio.
Kevin Christopher Baden.
Baez Mendez Jesse. Baeza Anaís.
Regan Baird. Tanner Barmore.
Barrios Eric.
Liam Barry. Trenton James Baleen.
Beltrán Arturo.
Nia D. Burnt. Nico Bertolino. Ella Butel. Luke Butel. Kayla Mackenzie Beekler. Nathan Binkley. Lorraine. Emma Lorraine Bird. Morgan Nicole Bliley. Marco Bogdanovich.
Bolaños Estefania.
Brock James Botcher. Brooke Marie Botcher.
Breseda Brady.
Amelia Estelle Breckler. Adam William Brown. Braden Michael Brown. Connor G. Brown. Joseph Troy Brown. Lene Carey Brown. Vincent M. Brown. Kyra Lynn Buffini. Taya Rose Bunshoe. Mackenzie Annette Burnage. James Albert By.
Jonathan Capriola. Isabel Cárdenas. Diana Carrillo. Frida Carrillo.
Daniel J. Carson. Colin Patrick Cartwright. Giselle A. Casas. Gabriel Joseph Champion. Isaac Chinesky. Anthony Chapola. Paris Jocelyn Cole.
Joel Colón. Uriel Contreras Gómez. Janelle Corral.
Jenna R. Cotham. Kylie Nicole Kroll.
Got it.
Mackenzie Grace Colvey. Caleb W. Davis. Morgan E. Dean.
Delgado.
Peyton Rose DeBryan.
Natalie Delgado.
Sebastian R. DePuma.
Read that one again. Oh, so sorry. Read that one again.
Natalie Delgado.
Olivia M. Diaz Medina.
Oh, sorry. Olivia M. Diaz Medina.
Tanner James Deshawn. Luke William Dixon. Antonio Michael DeMonico.
Heriberto Domínguez.
Patrick Dubrock. Anthony C. Duggar. Ariana. Jasha Ariana Eatman. Aiden Richard Eby. Brett Matthew Epperson.
Nadia Escamilla.
Bradley J. Fabiano. Ryland Matthew Ferris. Abigail Joy Fennessy.
Yarilet Ferral Hernández.
Spencer William Duncan. Madison Lynn Field. Miranda Emily Fisher.
Nayeli Fregoso.
Estella Gaines.
Adrianelli Galicia.
Caleb Gallagly. Melania Galuzzo.
Evelyn Garcia. Carla Gaitan.
Addison J. Gettings. Joseph E. Gilbertson. Michael Edward Glass. Benjamin Nathaniel Glovsky.
Julius Gomez. Ariana Gonzalez. Ruby Gonzalez. Leo Gonzalez.
Macy Lynn Granger. Cheyenne Grano. Madison Annalise Green. Malaya Grace Grieger.
Gia Hernandez Jorge.
Maddox Michael Gillenswan. Keith Brian Hall. Rio Hall. Helen Grace Hammer. James Nicholas Hansberry. Jackson Todd Hart. Seth M. Harris. Cortland May Hefty. Olivia Michelle Hendricks. Morgan Elizabeth Herman.
María Hernández. Michelle Hernández Tejeda. Pablo Hernández Zúñiga. Ruby Gabriela Isabel Herrera. Ruby Herrera.
Cameron J. Howlett. Robert Stanley Ritz III.
Carlos Anthony Jaramillo. Edwin Jimenez Paez.
Blake Evan Jokum. Caden Johnson. Riley Johnson. Ella Hodges. Evelyn Joy Jordan. Joshua Michael Joseph.
Alexa Juárez Torres.
Bryce D. Kennedy. Lauren Rose Key. Devin J. Corain. Robert Logan Kohler. Sierra Kohler. Nicholas Kovaleski.
Gabriel Crapel. Mazarine LaPlante. Salvatore Ladesina. Christian Lee. Ryan Lee. Madison Lerner. Giovanni Leva. Ella Livingston.
Emmanuel Robert Lopez. Oscar Lopez.
Benjamin Lachey. Olivia Lubing.
Abigail Luébano.
Landon Lumsden.
Betsy Macedonio. Marta Julia Mia Machain.
Seth Magnuson.
Lucia Manrique Zapata.
Austin Montai.
Lucia Manzano Diaz. Giselle Marín Cervantes. Julio Alberto Marín Cervantes.
Haley Lynn Martin.
Sander Martinez. Santiago Agustín Martínez Morales.
L. Matheson. Logan Matzel. Samantha Matzel. Elijah Mayville. Lauren McCulley. Kendra McCown. Caden McElroy. McKenna McGuire. Brianna McNamara. Miranda Medina.
Edith Mendoza. Ivy Mercado.
Bree Messenger. Travis Michaels. Doriana Miro. Ava Mitchell.
I can cut it if you want. Okay. Gianna R. Montanes. Serafina Morales.
McKenna Morrill. Benjamin Murphy. Christopher Murphy. Justin Murphy. Colton Olenek.
Polo Olmos. Leslie Ortega Cepeda.
Cody Ostrom.
Omar Partida Arellano.
Kaylee Patterson. Karina Pavlik.
Carlos Pérez. Lucas Perez. Matthew Perez.
Hunter Peterson. Haley Petska. Wrigley Phillips.
Melanie Pina Guevara.
Maya Potter. Alyssa Pryor.
Leo Quesada Arevalo,
Robert Quinn,
Andrew Ramirez, Elizabeth Ramirez, Amaneli Ramos, Atsiri Ramos, María Briana Ramos,
Braden Ratliff, Daniel Regoza, Maddox Raymond, Scarlett Reese,
Diego Anthony Reinaga,
Abigail Reza, Seth Richardson,
Vanessa Rico,
Carson Ritchie,
Jasmine Rivas Barrientos,
Alec Repsch, Nicholas Rooney,
Jason Rosas, Juan Carlos Rosas, Rafael Rosas,
Carson Rowe,
Eric Ruiz, Sadie Clarisa Ruiz, Salud Enrique Ruiz Ávila,
Carmen Sophia Lynn Sadie Water,
Aiden Sagona,
Anthony Salgado, Daniel Sanchez, Edgar Sanchez, Jerónimo Diego Sánchez, Raúl Sánchez,
Noah Schoensiegel, Nicholas Schroeder, Graham Schultz, Tyler Schwartz, Anthony Shortino, Kyle Scott, Lex Sherfinsky, Kaylee Sippy, Caitlin Abigail Slife, Gina Smith, Harrison Smith, Maximos Smithline,
Miguel Stack,
Samantha Stamper, Matthew Stastny, Andrew Steffen, Christopher Stevens, Jack Stope, Abigail Stone,
Kayla Suarez,
April Sumner, Brianna Swagard, Michael Switzer,
Ashley Tenorio Silva,
Brianna Tennyson,
Jenna Nicole Thomas. Zachary Thomas Thompson.
Jasmine Tirado Hernandez.
Raya Lynn Toft. Dannon Torbert.
Luz Margaret Torrio. Samantha Torres.
Trevor Tosh. Tyler Tosh. Nicole Toussaint. Alexander Tovar. Olivia Tremud. Ethan Tuckley.
Owen Carter Tumio. Ángel Arcadio Valdés. Mia Valdés.
Anaís Valdivinos. Jacqueline Van Fleet.
Brittany Velasquez.
Carter Verzak. Ripley Wandke. Will Ward. Daniel Wenger. Amber Nicole Wild. Mason Williams. Valerie Williams. Michaela Winnie. Madison Worth. Grant Weiss. Delaney Woods. Olivia Wright.
Jack Chino Zarate.
Riley Ann Zaremski. Lillian Zanotti.
Alma Giselle Cepeda.
Brandon Zupan. Ryan Zupan.
Where did these go? Right under here for now. Over here.
Clouds are like someone turned on the air conditioning, huh? Let's do good. Back over there by the bell? All right, well, that was fun. And thanks to the cloud. I mean, it's like someone turned on the air conditioning here. I feel like I'm going to give credit to Milt Brown. He built the stadium right now. He's giving us a little bit of cloud for it because, yeah, stadiums aren't built with air conditioning. But anyhow, going on here, it's now my pleasure to welcome to the stage highest honors graduate Brock Botcher for turning of the tassels. Brock has been involved in a lot of things here. It's probably the best way to sum it up. But most notably, Science Olympiad, he was a state medalist. He was North's first of 2 AP capstone students and one of 5 Illinois Global Scholars. He also created the presentation that brought the apple orchard to Belvidere North. Next year, he'll be attending University of Illinois and majoring in environmental sciences. You might want to hold the pages.
Okay.
Okay? You got it.
Thank you, everyone. Congratulations, graduates, on finally getting to walk across the stage. It's been a long 4 years, but it's been so incredibly worth it. But before we turn our tassels together, I have just a couple of things to say. I wish that I could go on forever and prolong this moment, but Mr. Friesmo wants to limit me to around 3 minutes. But I think that this desire of mine is really a product of something a little deeper. I've been really scared to graduate high school. And I'm sure many of you have been too, whether you show it or not. But right now, that moment is looking us right in the face. The only choice we have is to stare at it head on and confront it. And you have every right to be scared. But if I know one thing about the class of 2024, it's that we'll figure it out. You might have no idea what comes next, but I just challenge you to follow your heart and do what feels best for you. I know it's a cliche sentiment, but I actually learned this lesson when I was working at Heritage Woods, the assisted living facility just down the street. I can see it from here, actually. See, I was quitting my job there because I was offered a position at Starbucks. It had better pay and better flexibility, and I just needed something that could work with my turbulent schedule. It was on my last day at the assisted living facility that I expressed to all of the senior residents there how sad and guilty I felt that I was leaving them. But one couple, Jim and Maureen, though they're sadly not with us anymore, told me, "Brock, you cannot feel bad for doing what's best for you. We want the best for you, too." I was crying, guys. But just imagine what would happen if we all lived by those words every single day. If we do what's best for us and never stop at improvement, the futures that are available to us. One of you could be the next Caitlin Clark. One of you could help solve the climate crisis. One of you could be a world-famous architect. Did you know that a BHS graduate designed the St. Regis skyscraper in Chicago? We need a Belvidere North one. One of you could be performing at Lollapalooza a few years from now. One of you is definitely going to be a star in one of the newest blockbuster films, and I'm going to message you asking, "Remember how we used to go to high school together?" And you're not going to answer me because you'll be famous. And probably all of us will mess up. You'll be crying on the floor, not knowing what to do next, and when that happens, I want you to remember this moment. The boundless future that lies before us, the promises that we made to become the best possible versions of ourselves and to shape the best possible world around us. And you're going to pick yourself up off of that floor and move forward, because really, that's all we can do. Now take a second to look around you and just remember this moment. Who are you sitting next to? How does the air feel on your face, especially the shade? Thank you to the cloud. How does the leather of the diploma feel in your hands? And now look at the crowd. Look at everyone who's here to support you. There's so many. Maybe your own Jim and Maureen are up there. Just feel this for a moment. Now, if we're all ready, and sorry that you don't actually have a choice, we're going to turn our tassels together. Will all graduates please stand? And join me right now in signifying our graduation from Belvidere North High School by moving your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2024. We are now officially alumni of Belvidere North High School.
Nailed it. Go. Reagan. All right, at Belvidere North, we have a tradition of ringing the bell after our victories. I can't think of a bigger accomplishment for our school community than graduation. So we're going to ring the bell 3 times. The first ring is to recognize our teammates and classmates and their efforts that have contributed to an individual's success. The second ring is to show pride in the North community. And the third ring is to acknowledge our family and friends that support our students. So it looks like the seniors are down there. All right, go ahead and ring the bell. Graduates of the class of 2024, you have the entire community behind you. They are proud of you and all you've accomplished, and we will continue to stand behind you in everything that you pursue. Congratulations, and as always, roll thunder.